Okay, so we're going to move on to thing number 2,
Woo-hoo.
where we show you a demo.
Oh, yes.
And like I said, it's going to be a little different. But today, we're making a quilt block. You've probably seen something like this before, if you're a quilter, which we hope you are, girlfriend. This, a lot of you would know as an hourglass block. And so one of these little corner blocks is an hourglass block. But personally, I didn't know that before this. I was looking at this and I was like, oh, it's pretty. I could put some colors in there. But today we're going to be demoing how to make an hourglass block and how we can turn it into something a little more.
Exactly.
So we've all gotten ready.
Oh yeah, so we're 4 young girlfriends. We said that before. But what we did in order to learn about this, because Allie just said, and I also learned that this is an hourglass block. And there were a lot of things that we learned that we're going to share with you.
Exactly.
But we talked to 4 of our more experienced girlfriends. You've probably seen most of them on 3 at 3. And they gave us some tips and some tricks. And so we're going to share some of those tips that they shared with us, with you, to hopefully also pass on to maybe your less experienced girlfriends.
Because we need it. How else are we going to learn?
We do.
Amen.
So,
For sure.
Yeah.
if you're ready, we're ready.
Okay,
All right.
so the first tip, Kyle's tip, is she says, don't use your grandma's old thread and make sure your machine is in good working order.
Thanks,
That's a great one.
Kyle.
That's a great
She
one.
was
That's
right.
good.
Kyle.
That's the
Words of wisdom.
Honestly, we
What
love
would we
Kyle.
do
like a
without Kyle?
genius, to be honest. I learned that pretty well too about the thread because I was making these and I just used whatever top thread was in the machine, and it kept breaking on me like over and over. And so I kept having to restart and just use good thread. We've got good thread ready for you. Just buy a little
True.
spool. It's worth it.
For sure worth it.
Okay, Jenny's tip. She says, don't use scissors.
Oh, no.
And I thought this was so funny because, like, I guess we've been around, like, fabric. So we know fabric. We know that you use a rotary cutter and a ruler to, like, get a good cut, right? Jenny was like, do not cut your triangles with scissors. She was like, you're not going to get the right size. Like, it's just not going to work.
Good tip, Jenny.
Even
Thank
if you think
Jenny.
you can cut a straight line, it never works
No,
out.
it doesn't.
Use a ruler and a rotary
It
cutter.
doesn't.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Right.
All right, so this is Chris's tip. Use a quilter's magic wand to mark a 1/4 inch
Amazing.
away from both sides of the diagonal line. And that's what we have right here.
They're so cool.
They're so
I
cool.
think they're so cool.
I didn't realize until we were just, talking about it beforehand, but it's so helpful.
It
And
really
you're gonna
is
see
magic.
soon why it is. It really is a magic wand.
They're not being dramatic when they say that.
No, they're not.
Okay, Barb's tip. Square your blocks with a quilt in a day ruler or the Tucker trimmer ruler.
Which we
Look
have
at
right
that.
here.
This is our ruler of choice today, the Tucker trimmer. So,
They're so knowledgeable. What would we do without those girlfriends?
Thank goodness. Alrighty. Well, let's get into it.
sweet.
Okay.
So everybody's got their fabric on hand. What you're going to need is 2 colors of fabric, like this. Use whatever you like. I used some fun contrasting ones. You can use whatever is best. And you're going to need 9-inch squares of fabric. So if somebody wants to show their squares, we'll show.
I have mine.
There we are. We've all got some cute colors. We'll show Sarah's first. So
Awesome.
bring that over here. Set it
Okay.
right there.
So we have our 2 9-inch squares. So that's going to be the
Those
first
are
step.
cute colors too.
So
Mhm.
cute.
Cute
love pink.
buns.
All right, so that's pretty simple. Use a rotary cutter, not scissors, even when you're cutting squares. All right, so then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to place your right sides together. So for anybody that doesn't know what a right side is, I'm sure most of you watching do. The side that's like not have the pattern on it,
Like faded a
Faded a little bit.
Softer side.
that's the like wrong side. So your right side is going to be like your most prominent pattern. So one right side and then your other right side right on top of it.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I've got
So
the other
then
Step 3.
using, step 3, you're going to take your quilter's magic wand.
We love this little guy.
We do. You're going to line it up so that it's right. The points of your square are right in the middle. On this particular one, there's actually a line down the middle of it. So you can line it up,
And look how perfect that is for the square too.
honestly.
Just fits perfectly.
Okay, so you're going to line that up. And you're going to take a little thing. Okay, marker. And you're going to mark on either side of the little magic wand.
Perfect.
So then you have a mark on it. Super simple.
Amazing.
We love that. Okay, so then the next step that you're going to be doing is you're going to sew along both of these lines right here. Now, here's the thing that we learned today about this, is that when you sew these and you use, and you cut down the middle here, you end up getting a 1/4 inch seam on either sides. They're identical triangles, they're the same size, and it just makes your life a whole lot easier. So those are the steps that we've done.
Amazing.
Should we go over the machine and sew it up? Let's head over. Alrighty, and so we've got lots of squares to sew up, but we'll just show you a couple of them. You all ready?
Okay. Am I doing this one?
Go for it. Yeah, so we will show you, and we've got to make sure we get a good angle. How do the girlfriends do this every
I
time?
don't know. They're amazing.
Appreciate them a little more.
Okay. Do I have it in the right place, Allie?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just going to put it here. I don't know how to work this thing. How do I put this down?
So you're going to want the blue line to be right under the needle there,
Right under the... Oh, of course.
where it will land. And then this sewing machine is fancy.
Okay.
And you can just use that button
Cool.
to put the foot down.
Where's
All
the
right, we've
pedal?
still got a good view.
Okay. And then I'm just going to stitch a little bit, right? And then back stitch a little bit?
You can if
Is that
you
the way
want
to do it? Or do I just go straight across?
You can go straight across all the way.
Okay.
And just
Woo!
follow that line right through.
Oh my goodness.
You're killing it in a good way.
Yay!
Beautiful.
That
Yep.
Okay.
And so you'll cut the
Press
thread.
just the button.
The cutting thread one. Or
What do I do next?
go ahead and cut the thread. So you want
Okay.
the scissors
Cut the
there,
thread.
and then lift the foot up. Which is it? With that one. It's
nice.
such
This
a fancy
machine is cool.
It's been.
I've only used the most basic ones in my whole life. So this is cool. All right.
Put the foot back down. So
This little guy, yeah? Okay.
And so
So
on.
right across.
Wow, you're killing it.
Woo! Okay, now I know how to push the scissors. Woo!
Yes! Go Emma!
Okay.
There we go. Pretty simple, right? And we're gonna go ahead and sew a couple more while we're waiting. But how's everything going? The right side is the pretty side. Debbie, you're right. See,
That's a good way to say it.
the right side is the pretty side. All right. Pretty simple. If anybody has any questions, we will take a look at them.
And if you have any tips for us, let us know on how to make our life a little bit easier. So maybe we'll go
Yes.
ahead.
Donna, we're making hourglass blocks today. And we're actually going to turn them into something fun at the end, but making little hourglass square blocks and putting them all together to make a kind of a tiny quilt, I guess, right now.
For sure. So we just sewed these. I wanted to show you real quick, but they end up being like little triangles.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't undo
Half
this.
square triangle.
Half square triangles. I'm
Big
like,
half square triangles, actually.
These ones are big. So good job.
Okay. Thank you.
So from here,
I should cut it, right?
so you're going to want there's a good ruler underneath
Let me open
there.
this thing.
You like tap it?
You want me? That's it. Cool. Okay.
So,
And then I just line it up, right? And cut it right down the middle?
so we're going to get that 1/4 inch seam on both sides now with this magic.
Okay.
So line that up right in the middle of your seams and rotary cut down the middle. Beautiful.
Wow.
Look at those colors.
Cute.
They're so cute.
Those are so cute together.
I love it.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'm going to sew this other one up.
Okay. Well, we've got these. The next thing we'll want to do is press them. But if you want to go ahead and cut yours, and we can show pressing that one.
Of course.
This is like the best part because it's the magic.
I know, for real. Okay. Wow, look at that.
Those are cute colors too. Oh my gosh.
I
You guys
know.
have such good taste.
Well, I picked a similar one to Anna's. That's the thing. Because if you copy her, then you know it's going to be cute.
Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty.
Want me to hold it?
If you want to,
For sure.
go for it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to the ironing board and press this out.
Okay, perfect. So you want to make sure that the fold of the fabric is on the darker side. So as you can see here, this one's lighter. So I'm going to make sure it folds over onto the blue, if that makes sense. So that's pretty simple. Not too hard for me to handle. Okay.
Beginner friendly.
Yeah, beginner friendly.
Ooh. Oh, these look so cute. The colors together.
Right. Okay, perfect. So this step is done.
Marvelous.
Beautiful. Okay, awesome. Now, so we've pressed them down. We'll do a little bit of an overview. Exciting to have you for demoing and getting excited about quilting. Thank you.
So
We're
sweet.
excited about it. It's been fun to learn and have Allie and Chris kind of, teach us step by step
Give
so
us
that
the
we
guidance.
can teach. Give us the guidance. Okay, so now what we're going to do, so Emmy just pressed them. Remember, press towards the dark side. So we're gonna draw 2 more lines down the opposite diagonal and sew on lines. So it's gonna be a very similar step, but no, you're good. I was about to say I'm gonna add a little thing in there. So we're gonna place the right sides back together. So do you mind if I borrow
Yes.
this?
Take these.
So we're gonna take our right sides, our pretty sides, as were mentioned earlier. And then we're going to kind of put it opposite. So the dark on the light and the light on the dark. Wait, light on the dark.
Tongue twister.
And we're going to do it so that the seams are nestled together. So we're going to have the seams, so they're not overlapping, but they're right up against each other.
Chris said butting up against each other.
Butting up against each
Exactly.
other. Yes. And when you do it correctly, you can feel the seams like right next to each other.
Mhm.
Okay, I need a table to do that.
I'll point it right to you.
Awesome. Okay, so again, we're
Here we
laying
go.
it on top of each other.
Opposite fabrics together.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right, make sure that we're doing this all good.
Our magic wand.
These are butting up to each other, and then we're going to get our magic wand again.
Here she is.
Perfect. And then we're going to do it opposite the way that we did it before. So last time we drew it down here. You can see the line that we drew. We're going to do it going the opposite way. So line it up one more time. Okay. Can
you imagine using scissors cutting this?
Oh my gosh.
Literally no.
It's stressful.
Even putting it together, I'd mess it up so bad.
For real. Okay, awesome. So we have another set of magic wand lines
Perfect.
to do our 1/4-inch seams. So we'll go ahead and we'll head over to
The sewing machine.
the sewing machine.
Woo.
All right. This is my turn.
Oh, yes,
Yeah,
it
it's your
is.
turn, Sarah.
All right.
Look at her go.
Whoa.
You got this, bro.
Woo! Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Good. Wow, that's amazing. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Seriously, this is like magic.
This sewing machine is so satisfying to watch.
I know. I've only ever used the fancy.
I had no idea
I mean,
about all the
simple.
buttons. It threw me off for a second. It's really cool.
Alrighty.
Oh yeah, imagine going into the store. How many sewing machines there are. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's like a quilter's
Yeah.
dream.
Perfect.
I wish we could give you a full view. All of us are like huddled around the machine watching her go. We're like,
Perfect. Alrighty. Okay, so now we have another one of our
Woo!
things sewn along here.
Looks nice and pretty. Then we gotta give it a nice little cut.
Alrighty. Do you want to go ahead and do a cut?
You want me to
Again?
cut it? Okay. Alrighty. So we're gonna get it nice and in the middle.
Oh, look
Woo!
at you go.
And then this is the miracle.
Beautiful.
Now,
When
Watch
you
open
open
this.
it-
Woo! We did it! Yes!
Look at that.
Okay.
It's so
Look how good that
exciting.
is.
Oh,
Now we'll go give it a press, yeah?
Look
Yes.
at that. I'm just impressed that the points are so
Wow,
Perfect.
they're right on
Nice.
there.
Woo!
They really are.
Look at that.
Guys, we
Way
did
to go, Sarah.
it!
That's
That was team effort, ladies.
I love it. All right, let's go ahead and we'll press these one more time.
All right, let's do this.
Okay.
I think we should have Allie.
Oh, I know. Alex.
It's my turn to press?
It's
Yes.
Allie's turn.
I'll take that away.
Okay. So we're just gonna lay that flat.
That
I hope
is-
you can see it.
So satisfying.
Look at all of us just huddled around the ironing board.
Somebody take a screenshot.
Should we put our faces in?
Look at
Chris
her
is
go.
like, I can make that.
Wow, everyone's so nice.
Woo, what are the comments?
I hope
Emma
you guys
says
still,
looks
like-
fantastic, ladies.
Now
Well
you've all
done.
just begun and actually made your own sewing debut today.
Oh.
Thank you.
We're growing girlfriends.
Okay, I feel so honored.
Truly.
Oh, they're so cute though. Seriously.
Oh,
That was a great choice of fabric.
That
Those are
I know,
adorable.
right?
that
Back
looks so
corner
good.
Love it. Fat
Seriously.
Quarter Friday. Go get them.
Friday.
These
Go
are all
get
fabrics
into
we
the
sell
store.
too, so
Exactly.
obviously.
I love it.
Alrighty. And
Cutie cute.
easy done. So that's how you do the single hourglass block. We have one more step here. Since they're individual blocks, we actually have to square them up. So we're going to be using a ruler over here. Head over to the cutting board. Always here with the rotary cutter.
Okay.
There we
So
go.
when I'll press these guys.
And we're going to square them up. So I just barely learned how to do this from Chris's hand herself. So if I do it wrong, Chris, it's your fault. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to use a little ruler here, a square ruler, where we have the Tucker trimmer. That one's a great one. This is the one we're using. It's just an 8-inch square, and it's got, if you can see, for any beginners out there, it's got these lines on it. When I was little, these lines always used to confuse me, and literally up until today, I had no idea what they were for. But we're going to line up the square and actually the diagonal of our block with that line. So that's what it's for. And what we want to do is get a perfect square out of this. So we're going to cut bits off the edges until we get right there to that perfect square. We'll line it up along with, I think, 7.5, 7 3/4 to start off with, and then we'll end up with a 7.5 at the end. So we've got to line this block up on the edges to the 7 3/4 marks. So we have to be very careful. And you can see that diagonal is still along that line. So it's all good. And now we're going to cut just on these sides that are open and out here, squaring up this side. So, and, oh. Quilters have weird muscles in weird places. That kind of cutting is not normal. Alrighty. So that has squared up those sides there. You can see. Ta-da, ta-da. But this side is still needs to be fixed. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn it 180 degrees. So it's right in the opposite way that it was before. And we're going to line it up now with the 7.5 inch mark on these sides still. So there, and make sure that that diagonal is lined up. Let's see how that's good there. We've got the 7.5 and the 7.5, and we're just going to square up the other side.
Boom.
Alrighty, let's see if it worked.
Look
pretty.
at that.
There we go. And so now we've got 7.5 inches by 7.5 inches on all sides. It is as perfect can be, as perfect as you can get.
For beginners.
For beginners.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll just do that on all of those squares so that you get great squared up squares.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Woot woot.
Alrighty. Do we have any questions or?
They're worried about you not closing your cutter.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Thank you. That's
one is
probably
weird.
really wise. There you go. Anna's closing it right now.
I'll close that.
She's the responsible one.
Perfect. I'm going to have...
Thank you for the reminder.
Yes.
That's
Girls,
important.
close your cutter. You're right.
You're right.
We're nervous. We need help.
Thank you, Anne.
Got to have my
Welcome.
granddaughters watch the
Thank
replay.
you, Joanne.
Yes.
Thank you, Joanne.
And Connie, you said got to have my granddaughters watch the replay. Yes, because they're gonna love what we're turning this
Oh,
into.
it's
Yeah,
so cute.
it's adorable.
So cute.
The next generation of girlfriends. I'm
Aw.
seriously so honored right
That's-
now.
that's
Like,
an
that
honor.
is the
You guys
sweetest.
really is.
Gonna cry.
Okay.
Okay. So what you'll want to do is make 4 of those squares, right? So 4 hourglass blocks together. And what we're doing, instead of making a tiny quilt, which is adorable and we love doing that, even though I've never made one before, soon, girlfriends soon, you're going to take those 4 hourglass blocks and sew them together at the seams. Where's the other one that we had?
There's this one.
The other half.
Oh, the other.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, so we're going to sew them together along the sides, and you can put whichever sides you want, however you want it to end up looking. Let's get that in the middle of the camera. But you'll sew it along whichever side is supposed to go together. So this way we would put them together like this.
You're going to put opposites.
Opposite sides, always right sides together.
The green and the
And then,
go opposite. There
Yes.
we go.
of course, you can arrange it however you like. But for what we're doing today, we're going to want those opposite sides together. And pretend this other one is squared. And you'll just sew those right along that seam. And it'll open up to look something like this.
All finished and cute.
So cute.
And then on the opposite side, we did the same thing where we sewed the opposite sides together, so the stripes with the mustard. And then we went ahead and took both of those halves and then sewed the other opposite sides together as well. So just remember to put right sides together and then also opposite patterns together or colors or whatever
There you go,
you're
Sarah.
using. So then you create this square.
And it's so cute.
And it's like you have a pinwheel in the middle.
Yeah.
It kind of
Yeah.
does look like a pinwheel
Like a
there.
little-
Which is
Oh, wait.
cool because we used one block and then kind of made another one.
For sure. Awesome.
Alrighty. Once you've got those 4 together, we're going to turn it into a bandana
Real cute.
Which
so
is-
cute.
with a little bit of magic. So you've got these 4, they're all connected. The last step is super easy. So for me, I would wear the bandana kind of, or we're going to have a little model moment.
Yeah.
I would wear the bandana like this. And so both sides would
So
be working
cute.
together
Cute.
to like make it
It's
look
so
good.
cute.
So for me, what I would do is hem that outside edge, and you can see I did that right here. Super easy to do. You'll just roll that edge like that, and then roll it under one more time. And so right along that side. Kathy, we make it look so easy.
Oh,
we
do
took
we
the time to
though?
learn.
Yes. Just rewatch this video a lot of times.
And you'll be a master. All right, and then you'll hem it all the way around to get a nice clean edge there. Chris was really smart, and she actually told us that you could also get another, like a full piece of fabric, I guess,
Ends up
Do
being
some
like
backing.
and do it, yeah, kind of like a backing or
Do
a
it again.
lining,
Mhm.
and then sew the edges, like hem the edges around
Almost
that.
like a pillowcase and then
Yeah.
turn it inside
Yeah.
out.
Right. So you would do right sides together, you'd sew all the way around, leave a little gap, and then pull the right sides out, and then close that gap.
Exactly.
And then you'd
Cute.
have like no weird inside
Seams.
pieces showing.
Yeah.
She's-
Exactly.
Huh?
Did you show it over the head?
Yeah.
She did.
So
It was really cute.
That's
do it
what
like
we
that.
do it.
But the fun part is
You can do it
And
however you
also
want.
around.
make it
I
kind of
love
like
to wear bandanas in my
Turn
hair
around,
like a little
show 'em.
scarf.
How cute
so
is that?
cute.
So cute. So the way that
That's how I would
if
do it.
you prefer wearing it like Anna wears it, the way that you can do it if you want like a back side that Allie was talking about, that way none of the weird seams stick out. But that's super easy way to get. You just fold it in half, and then I'll show you here how you can fold it so it's hair accessible and friendly. You just take the longest edge, the folded edge, and you start folding it over
Oh, and it's,
however
I
thick
can
you
already
want.
tell it's so cute.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way that the colors show that way.
Yes.
So cute.
Then you've got this dual toned little hair scarf, and then you just wrap it in your hair, tie it.
And then this
Like
is what it
this.
could look like,
Ta-da!
right?
It would look like this in your hair, all tied up, all cute. Might have to play with it a little bit so that it gets a little bit softer. But there you have 2 different hair scarves and hair accessories.
Yay!
we
Round
did
of
it.
applause.
Round of
We
applause.
did it.
I think it's a fun take on quilt blocks too.
Yeah,
I really want to
definitely different. It's
incorporate.
cute.
Oh yeah, and all of the young girlfriends will love it too. Daughters,
Guaranteed.
granddaughters, sisters.
Send pictures if anybody gets
That
to
would
do
be
it.
so
Please
cute.
send us
Tag
Please,
pictures.
that'll make us so happy.
All the young
So
girlfriends
happy.
out there.
Did it.
So,
happy.
We just-
I need my shirt.
Perfect.
All right.
Linda says so 70s, but you guys were just twinklings in your mama's eyes.
That's true. We were just twinklings in our mother's eye. Alrighty. Let's
Wow,
see.
look at everybody and all their compliments.
Thank you.
We were channeling our inner Chris with the mustard color.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true, we were.
In my yellow today. How nice.
70s is coming back too.
It's true.
It's all
I know.
over. I have some pants that I wear them and I literally think the word groovy because they swish around my feet. Yeah.
So fun.
You guys are all so cute together. Great demo.
Oh, thank you.
It's so
So
fun to
fun.
work with your friends too. Like this
Yeah.
is just the
Yeah.
best job ever.
It is so fun.
Okay, let's say our names again. Sarah, do you want to start?
I'm Sarah, so we'll go around and introduce ourselves again. So I'm Sarah, and then here at the warehouse, I fill your orders when you order online. I go around and I pick it all up and make sure you get everything. And then also on Wednesdays, I help Jenny with comment salt. So I upload all the content so you all have really fun, amazing things to buy every week.
Oh, yes.
Thank goodness.
And then I'm Emmy, and I also help Sarah with fulfillment. So I'm just picking and pulling and putting all of your orders together so they can be shipped away. And I've worked here for not that long, probably 3 months.
All of us are
Are
either,
new.
yeah,
We're
all
new.
of us,
New girlfriends.
we're new,
New
young
girlfriends.
girlfriends. We've all been
Yeah.
working here like 4 months or less.
Yeah.
Or how long have you been here?
Or 1 month. As of like
It's
a
already been
couple days
month?
ago.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
I
that's
know,
so
huh?
fast. I'm Anna. I work on the marketing team. I help with social media, so I take pictures. I make reels, which are cute little videos that you can find
On our
Instagram.
Instagram. Go
And
look
they've
at
been
'em.
posted on Facebook too. But follow us on Instagram if you're not.
There's
and I
some
also do
reels of all of
Pinterest.
us.
Yeah, we're all in reels, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, we are.
It's fun because I just grab random people to help me with them. And so there's lots of girlfriends in them. It's fun. But anyways, yeah, Allie.
Oh, yeah. I'm Allie. And what I do here, I don't know, I'm kind of Chris's assistant. She's put me on 3 things at 3. So I've been helping out, putting daily deals on, answering questions about that, and helping put all those ideas together, coordinating them. I also help out all over the place. I like to work with the kit team a
awesome.
lot
Oh,
and like
that's
cut
fun.
fabric. It's so fun to work in this creative environment.
Mhm.
So
This is a fun place to work. We love it.
Yeah.
It's fun. And there's a lot of other young girlfriends too. I feel like a lot of us have been added in the past 4 or 5 months. So
Mhm.
it's been fun to work together and meet new friends and to meet new girlfriends and learn new things. So it's been super fun.
In the
In the 70s, I was your age.
Oh my
Fun.
goodness.
I love that.
Did you have
So
this hair
fun.
scarf too?
Yeah. Did you wear that?